In a dense forest filled with flourishing trees and vibrant life lived a solitary sage. He always sat beneath a large tree because that tree was his only shelter. He had no house, no hut, just nature and his wisdom. Beside him were 3 large stones, like bricks, but slightly bigger. These stones were not random. They were his bed. Each night, the sage would place 1 stone beneath his head, another beneath his hips, and the third under his feet. He would then lay a flat wooden plank over his body and fall into deep sleep. Even when it rained, the sage remained undisturbed. His body rested above the ground on the stones, and the wooden plank kept the rain off his skin. Water flowed beneath him, but never touched him. His peace never broke. His sleep remained calm and undisturbed. During the day, the same 3 stones became his seat, arranged like a small stove. He would sit calmly on them, meditating or observing the world. Because he was elevated, insects, snakes, and wild creatures never bothered him. They simply passed by, as if respecting his peace. He lived a quiet life, accepting whatever little food someone might offer him. That was enough for him. The king had always been curious about the sage's way of life. He wanted to understand the secret behind his contentment, despite having so little. One day, the king of that land came into the forest for hunting. While walking through the woods, the king saw the sage sleeping on the hard stones, rain pouring around him. The king was deeply moved. "Oh no," he thought, "this sage is suffering so much, sleeping on stones. I must take him to the palace and give him comfort and peace." Returning to the palace, the king sent a golden palanquin and 2 royal guards to fetch the sage. The guards approached respectfully and said, "O sage, our king has invited you to the palace." The sage replied, "Why would I need a palace?" But the guards insisted, "It is the king's command. You must come." The sage agreed. But before leaving, he carefully picked up the 3 stones and the wooden plank and placed them in the palanquin. The guards were confused, but they said nothing. The sage arrived at the palace. The king rushed to welcome him with great honor. A royal feast was prepared, 6 delicious dishes served on golden plates. A luxurious bed with silk sheets and a mattress stuffed with soft cotton was arranged for the sage to rest. The king said, "Please rest here tonight. May you sleep in comfort." The next morning, the king returned to check on the sage. He was shocked by what he saw. The sage had placed the 3 stones on top of the grand silk bed beneath his head, hips, and feet, and laid the wooden plank over his body. He had slept the exact same way as in the forest. The king asked, "Oh, Swami, why would you do this?" The sage replied calmly, "I need nothing more, and I lack nothing. Whether in a forest or a palace, my happiness is the same. Happiness is not found in golden beds or silk mattresses. It is found in peace of mind. It is a state of the soul, not of the body." The king was speechless. In that moment, he understood what true contentment and spiritual maturity meant. In a more recent time, a young man came to a saint. The young man said, "Swami, I want peace. Please tell me how to find it." The saint looked up and replied, "You have borrowed money from many people. Return all your debts and peace will follow." The young man was stunned. "How did you know that?" The saint smiled and said, "Because I too lent you money. You never paid me back. And now you come to me asking for peace?